I hope that they do come out tonight and that there's lots of them. So
Yeah, well, they say there should be, but you never know. Fingers crossed.
we had to show you because this just happened. Good morning from Lake Tekapo. We are just having a little looking around the town here. We're heading off to Dunedin today. We just spent the night overnight here, but we wanted to come and have a little look around again before we move on. It is absolutely beautiful. The lake behind me is just so blue and it is like glass. It reflects everything off of it. We came out here last night as well and checked it out in the evening while all the stars were super bright, and it is just delightful. So we're going to have a little look around and see what we can find before we move on. So we've just come down to the Moeraki Boulders on the beach here, and it is a $2 gold coin donation to get into this area. So just make sure you change some money before coming down here.
Alright, so what are these?
So the Moeraki Boulders are these big boulders. They're calcite concretions or something like that, and they're believed to be about 65 million years old. The area also is a sacred area for the Māori people as well, so it's quite a special area here.
Let's go see what these are about.
So the sand down here is nice and compact, so it's really good to walk on, but it's a bit freezing. The sun bites when it's out, but the wind is cold, that's for sure. So we're just approaching the boulders now, and we can see quite a few, but it looks like a few of them might be under the tide at the minute as well.
So, just want to say something.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
So we were just talking and we were saying how like these boulders are 65 million years old roughly, and some of them are actually in by the walls of the cliffs. So I don't know, I feel like in like another 50 years or so, maybe they'll be finding more, who knows?
1 hour later.
We've just come down to St. Clair Beach and it's really beautiful here. We've had a lot of locals tell us to come down here and check it out. As you drive in here, there's a lot of little cute places that you can stop and get a bite to eat too. So we're down here now, it's like getting towards sunset time. There's a lot of people still out surfing, so it's a good surf beach and nice white sand here and everything. So beautiful spot. But the other reason is we wanted to scope it out because we believe there's going to be some magnetic activity going on tonight. So the auroras are likely going to be out, and we're in one of the best places in South Island to actually photograph them, and we love our astrophotography. But we've encountered one little problem, and that is the sky at the moment. It is covered in clouds and it looks like they're rolling in thicker and thicker by the minute. So we're actually off to go somewhere else now, and everything's a little bit out of my control because I normally do all the travel planning. That's one of my sort of roles. I do the planning and Matt does a lot of the driving. But there was some free time allocated in our itinerary today, and Matt has made the plans for tonight, and all he has said to me is that I need to dress warm. So let's see what we're getting up to.
Alright, so Liz has just gone into the car so she can grab her cold weather gear. But what we're actually doing is we're going to be seeing the world's smallest penguins, and they're here in Dunedin. So have you worked it out yet?
We're going to see the penguins.
Yeah, you ready for some cute little penguins?
Absolutely. I hope that they do come out tonight and that there's lots of them. So
Yeah, well, they say there should be, but you never know. Fingers crossed. Okay, we're off to see some penguins. It's actually really warm, like for what time it is, which it's 5 minutes to 9 at night. It's actually, yeah, it's actually quite warm. So like, I even packed like jacket, everything like that, but yeah, I don't actually think I need it tonight. penguin experience, huh?
Aren't they the cutest things ever? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're so cute. And they just like make these little noises that you'd think they'd sound cute, but I thought they kind of sounded like a mixture between a cat purring and a seagull. But
Yeah, it was quite a different noise from when they were in the water and then coming out. It sounded completely different.
they're like little soldiers running across the sand as well. It's like they're trying to cross a landmine or something, getting from the ocean across the sand to like where they can get cover in the shrubs. The tour itself was really good as well. So it was meant to go for about 90 minutes, but we ended up being here for a little bit over 2 hours once we got down there. Like if the penguins are a bit late coming in, they didn't really rush us off to leave until it got quite late. So that was really good. And you go inside first and they have like a little video presentation and they tell you a bit of information about the penguins and the area. So it was quite informative. And then we were out there before the sunset. So you get an opportunity to actually get some nice photos of the sunset, and then the penguins slowly start to waddle in. And we also learnt that when they're swimming in, they come in a group, and they call it a raft of penguins when they're swimming in the ocean. And then once they get to the shore, they waddle is how they refer to them. Oh, so a group of them is a wade of penguins, I think.
I think so, yeah.
I think you said.
Yeah.
And on land, they live in pairs, but in the ocean, they are in groups for safety. So yeah, super informative. Highly recommend if you come out here. Bit of a windy drive to get in here. So if you're not comfortable with driving on sort of like narrow, windy roads on the edge of a mountain, there is bus tours you can book where you'll get picked up from a central sort of location, and they'll bring you here and you go on the tour and take you home. And so lots of options.
Well, we've got one more place to go, and I'm hoping this works out. If not, I will delete this later. All right, we'll see you in the next one.
So we're back in our room now, and we're talking quietly because it's like about 3 a.m. in the morning and we don't want to wake our neighbours up. But we had to show you because this just happened.
Yeah, so we went to St. Clair Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. So, I mean, you just saw it. We're probably there for a couple of hours.
Yeah, a good few hours at least. Late enough to come back at this time of the morning.
Yeah, but that is definitely one thing that we've ticked off our bucket list. But it was absolutely amazing. It's a little bit different because you can't see it with your own eyes or anything like that. But once you see it through the camera, yeah.
I mean, Matt means when he says it's a bit different, like he means it's in like seeing the Aurora Australis compared to seeing like the Northern Lights in Iceland or Norway or something, because those ones you can actually see with the naked eye, even though it's more faint than what the camera can. These ones we couldn't see anything, but you could on the camera. And we made some friends down there tonight, and I think they were having a lot of fun watching our images pop up on the camera too. They've lived here and never seen them, so.
Yeah, but no, it's always good to do something a little bit different.
Yeah, so glad it turned out.
Yeah. All right.
We're going to get some sleep because we've got a long drive tomorrow, so we'll catch you in the morning.
All right. A little rusty this morning, but we got cooked up a really decent sized breakfast, so I think we're going to try and walk that off.
And I know just the perfect place for it. I have never driven down such a steep street in my life, and this is not even the steepest street yet.
How do you feel about that little drive?
When we first turned onto the road and the map's like turn left and the street sign is there, but you can't actually see the road at all because it's that steep. The butterflies that hit my tummy when I turned was literally like being on a roller coaster. My adrenaline is up now. And that's not even the steepest street. It's just absolutely mind-blowing that like there's, yeah.
Yeah, the steepest street is around the corner.
We are just about to turn onto the road that turns onto the world's steepest street. I don't know if I want to actually drive on the world's steepest street. Maybe we can walk it.
Park. So just arrived at Baldwin Street, which is named the steepest street in the world. So I think we're going to try and tackle that. Don't know how we're going to tackle it, but either driving or walking it. I'm definitely thinking I'm going to drive it, but at least we'll walk up to it and see how steep it is. Alright, so just walking up to the actual part where it actually gets steep, and I haven't even got there yet, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, yeah.
So just looking at the walk up, and it's actually that steep that they've added stairs because you need to climb stairs instead of walking up it because of the steepness of the street. Tell you what, you need to take some giant steps to actually get anywhere. So fun fact, I don't remember what year, but this street was actually in the Guinness World Book of Records. So we just came back down the bottom and there's this guy that's turned his house into like a little gift shop, and we got a certificate for climbing the steepest street in the world. But honestly, it's just a bit of fun, and it's like $2 and cash trade only, why not? So here we go, we're about to drive the world's steepest street. Well, Matt's driving this one. We have a little traffic jam first. Looks like a few cars wanted to do it and backed out last minute right at the steep spot, and now they're trying to turn around. There's a car flying down the hill right now.
Alright, I'm going to give it a shot now.
Here we go. Just gone over halfway up and probably on the steepest part right now.
Yeah.
And here we go, we're about to get to the top. We're at the top. Oh, she's a sharp turn at the top.
Yep.
We made it.
So, made it.
You ready to somehow 3-point turn the car around up here and get back down?
Yeah, easy.
This isn't even a street when you get to the top, it's just people's driveways. Didn't really know that before, which makes sense why we could see other cars awkwardly turning around at the top before, but... Right, here we go. Down the hill. We're going to take this nice and slow coming down because... Oh, there's a car right there as well.
Yep.
So the car like just rolls itself.
Yep. I'm just holding on to the brake. That's all I'm doing.
You would not want to street park on this road in the high spot. I actually don't think I would trust the handbrake. There we go. Tick another thing of random things we've done off the list. Walk and drive up and down the world's steepest street. And I'll show you as we come down here the little house that sells the gifts and stuff. We're just approaching it now. So it's just this little one here. Just a little garage gift shop there.
Okay. Dunedin railway station. How good does that look? There's a lot of buildings around here that have a lot of Scottish heritage to them, because Dunedin itself was actually founded by the Scottish.
So we've just come up to the Tunnel Beach car park and we're catching some beautiful views of the ocean as well as catching some of that beautiful New Zealand wind. We've had a really beautiful time here. There is a really nice walk here that we did look up, but it's a little bit over an hour walk and we've decided not to do it because it's already the afternoon and we have a 4-hour drive ahead of us to our next destination, and we've been coming in everywhere at night time and we sort of wanted to try not to do that this time.
Yeah. But yeah, so we've finished up in Dunedin and yeah, we're now heading to Tia now. So we've got a few things to do there, and if you want to see those things, definitely like this video and subscribe so you can see the next one. Thank you for watching. Be sure to watch our next video as we find ourselves taken back in time and treated like royalty.
And guess where we're staying tonight?